and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Are you ready?
Get ready, dog.
The first-round pick starts on day one. Is the coach. This is opening weekend on EA Sports. Coming up, Dwayne Haskins, your time is now. The 15th overall pick, wearing a very familiar number 7, gets a start on opening day. But his Redskins are in for a stern test against a returning Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles. I'll be back at halftime with a look at games in progress.
Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. The Redskins taking the field, led once again by a number 7. Of course, Joe Theismann's old number hadn't been used in 33 years, but Joe gave the okay to wear it to this man, their first-round pick, Dwayne Haskins. They run with Adrian Peterson, the second active leading rusher in the NFL. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Following the penalty, it's Peterson. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at 2nd down. Now this matchup, an important one for Week 1, an NFC East bout right off the bat. These two teams have met twice a year since 1936. 168 meetings overall, and the Redskins lead the series, but the Eagles, they have won 4 straight. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Fletcher Cox providing a little deja vu, back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 18. Now a 2-time 1,000-yard rusher for the Bears. This is Jordan Howard. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. And here are the starters for Philadelphia.
And last night we were discussing some of the changes they've made offensively during the offseason, and we know it helps for them to have the first game at home. Hopefully this crowd, which we saw coming in, they've been here for a while, ready to go. You and I should have joined the tailgates, that's for sure. They're going to give them plenty of encouragement. They'll try and ride that wave and get their first victory of the year.
A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
Here we go. 180.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move.
Done.
Working from the gun, Wentz. Aguilar has it. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Give them 22 yards, and that's also where they snapped it from, the 22.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. So a look here at the key inactives, and we got this list before the game down on the field. They tell us the same thing every time, don't they? Next man up.
No excuses. Be ready to play. That's the mantra of every organization. The key is having guys on the roster who are capable of filling in and playing at a high level. That's when you know you've drafted well, scouted free agents well, and stocked your team just the way you're supposed to. One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Wentz off the fake handoff to Howard. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Running from the gun with Howard. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely.
13-7 at the moment.
Nice.
We're scoreless after 1.
Who'd you end up picking? Green Bay?
Dean said 7 out of party involved.
Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession.
I think he said
They're
sent.
driving, but they come up on a 3rd and short here. And he will have the first
send
down across the 20 to the 19.
All right.
Yard line.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
It's caught by Aguilar. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. The Eagle passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down.
Hey, you decided to put your name in this coach too?
Yep. No points fucking around with it.
From the gun, it's Wentz.
Yeah, well, good.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete. So the pass goes out of bounds, but he was not outside of the tackle box when he threw that. He's got to be careful.
You and I both know if it's even close, they're going to give it to the quarterback. They don't want to throw that flag unnecessarily. So if you're just in the area, you're going to be okay.
5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's 3rd and goal. That catch now puts him on the doorstep of 500. It's his 499th reception. The Eagles on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and goal.
Any reason?
Wentz now to throw. And he is
Challenge?
into the end zone. Touchdown.
Should have went the Dolphins in.
From 3 yards
I actually lived in Virginia for a long time, so.
Elliott good with a PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. So that
Redskins were my home team for 14 years, even though I was a Broncos fan. So I kind of had to be like a dual citizen.
And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
Their defense is,
a reminder coming up later tonight, the Patriots unfurl their 6 banners. They play host to their rival Steelers. And then on Monday night, it's the one weekend of the year where you get 2 games to wrap up the week. Texans and Saints from New Orleans in the early game, then Broncos and Raiders. Vic Fangio's coaching debut and the Raiders' final season opener in Oakland. That's the late game, 10:30 Eastern. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington first down. Now Haskins on first down. Haskins hit, and he lost the football. And the Eagles have recovered.
yeah, this is going to be a long game.
Around him. I know we talk about it a lot, but a QB has to have that sixth sense, doesn't he?
He really does, and I know of one team at one point was training their quarterback with that time frame, and anytime he didn't get rid of the ball within the right amount of time, they would blow a horn or blow a whistle to show him this is what that time is, just what you're talking about, training him to understand this is the amount you have, make sure the ball's gone. Didn't happen in this case.
So you wanted to coach Lamar Jackson, did you, Dean?
Pete, if we're going to play both offense and defense, might as well have control over trades in the draft and all that sort of stuff.
Yep. So will we actually have control over the draft?
Yeah.
That one a first down pickup of 8.
So at least now we have holes in our team where we actually have the power to fix it.
A gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Now a run on first down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
I tell you what, I'll do some game with Rob Super Bowl.
They'll be brought down at the 21.
Just going to and from for a while.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game.
I'm just glad he beat the Cowgirls.
Cowgirls.
Remind you that coming up in
2 minutes, you gave
him
the
blueprint.
Jonathan
Coachman
previous
Orlando
year.
Back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL.
Just throw slants against him.
And Jeffrey's got it.
He couldn't, it was snowing.
Down before he's tackled at the 12.
Of course it was. I swear that's all the playoffs were.
Hooking up with Jeffrey.
It was raining. It was Raymond James Stadium in Florida. Doesn't snow there.
Season here in this ball game. In the last 2 years, he was not in the postseason with his teammates, including that Super Bowl run in Super Bowl 52 in Minneapolis. Was limited to 13 games that year with the ACL injury. Last year, 11 games with back issues. But now Nick Foles, who took his spot, he's in Jacksonville, and all pressure and all eyes are on number 11 in 2019. To throw again on second down. Wentz got a man open. It's Ertz.
How's your team doing?
Philadelphia.
7-0 up.
Carson Wentz with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that
13-7
anticipating what can still
disgusting. I'm playing the Dolphins.
Already here through the second quarter.
14-0 Eagles at the moment.
Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now 14-0.
Defense is, yeah.
Rob, if you want to shift your lines, L1, use the left stick, not the right.
At the 23, make it the 24.
I've just been fiddling around with it.
A look at Washington as they come onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
Goodness.
Now Haskins. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. He was looking for Paul Richardson there.
That was a pick.
When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass.
I want to see that again. Oh, of course it doesn't go to review.
That's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right? Yeah, you can keep that one. The key for him, what does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer right now?
This first half has been pretty much abysmal.
That's what the coaches are going to want to know, and that's what they'll grill him on and see how he grows from it.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Wentz.
My guys can't break a line. Wentz can't miss a pass.
The second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first
guys
half of
can't
action.
cover at all.
The Redskins have an extra man with secondary here
against
on
the
third.
Dolphins.
13-14 against
Now
me.
Wentz.
Chicago are leading by 1 point.
Gets this to his running back, Jordan Howard. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by
Makes you
about a
feel any
yard.
better.
If
The Bills
that,
losing
it'll
to
be
the
a
Jets.
2-yard gain, and that'll bring up
that
fourth
makes it a little
down.
better.
So we are at halftime here in the opener. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third.
Rob advanced to the new season.
We'll see if Week
And what's
1
more than anywhere.
becomes any kind of a factor as we are back.
Yeah, I went straight to just looking at rosters. Checked out the quarterbacks, went straight to it. No one can see it at all.
Sails over the end line. Zach Ertz and the rest of the Eagles offense set to take over. And
He was a young, he's only been in the league for 4 years.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on there, Jay. Something's glitched.
Yep.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next
someone
drive.
with no injuries like him, unless the coach didn't like him.
What I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire half just working with them.
Bottom line, Deshaun Watson should not have been retired.
Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be
Oh.
prepared for some change-ups.
Yeah,
we're going to see them when we kick it off.
I generally do not know how to explain that
any
one.
adjustments that might be made defensively.
I had to laugh, otherwise I was going to cry.
28. Now Wentz. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams.
Found the first player is on the trade block.
There of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Jeff Roberts.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping.
It'd be nice if he could run his route without falling over.
So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
And the penalty makes this a much more manageable third down, 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for it with Howard. And Howard stopped short.
Them on the third down.
Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time.
And I'll accidentally throw the ball there, but we'll get away with it.
He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
This is taken at the 15. Give him 11 yards that time on the
Noah,
return.
come back this way.
Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. So now we look at the Redskins offense getting ready for their first possession
come back
of the
this way, bud.
second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know in the half they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting
Cover
12 to
that
16.
fucking quarterback, please, boys.
Scripting more like
He's
8 to
giving
10,
too many
kind of a
rushes.
starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use, just something to get you off to a quick start.
They'll run on 1st down. Thompson, and he's dropped right at the 40.
Noah.
Gain of 3.
Back this way,
despite
bud.
the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in
Noah.
now is a credit to their defense.
Back
They've
this
kept them
way,
in by
bud.
making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score
Yeah,
away.
it's no field goal
from being
there.
right back there.
Now, the
I'm
question is,
covering the
can
quarterback
Step
and stuff
up
and
make
give that
that play? 'Cause
touchdown
that's
like he
been an
did.
issue for them in this
Come
game.
on, seriously.
And this is a guy straight out of college. They're not going to try to groom for a year or two. They want him to produce right away.
That's why they took him in the first round. They expect him to be a starter right away and a future all-pro. So they don't have any time to wait for him to come
21-13.
They
This
want
is how
to
you
go
guys start
right
the season
now
off
to help
with
this
that.
team.
They added a lot of talent to a roster that really needed an
Over here,
infusion of
buddy.
youth. They got a very good infusion of youth.
And they didn't really reach to
Come back
get
this
anyone
way.
as well. They stuck to their draft philosophy, got the best players they could at the time they were drafting, and inserted them into their lineup.
Haskins now after the pick
Good
on
job
the
on
last
this commando
drive, 3
call.
for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Looks like he's going to
job
get
on
a
the
couple
phone.
here on this first
Now,
down
touching my
carry, and
toes,
that'll
not
make
really
it
what I
2nd and
wanted.
8. And Nigel Bradham brings him down.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Haskins. And he finds the tight end, Reed. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
Go,
And he has
go.
another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles.
Touchdown!
Haskins and the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's
now,
4
got
for
to
4
get
now,
this
throwing the
2-pointer.
ball to start the drive. Now it's AP, Adrian Peterson.
Rams are playing a nail-biter against the
A nice
Panthers.
move he had, but can't break away. And he's brought down just inside the 30. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
I need to score.
21 all.
On 2nd down and 4. Haskins. This is caught.
We have a tied game, boys and
26
girls.
yards.
Hey, Noah.
Boys and boys.
Struggling
Noah.
in the passing game. Do you
Come
like
back
the
this way.
aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because
Like
your
an
passing
83-yard
lanes are
touchdown.
clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the
Yeah.
ball underneath. People start to
running.
press up on you.
Noah. Come back this way.
Noah.
Taking it in from
Come on,
2
Noah.
yards out as his guys are back within a single score.
Come back this way.
That's the
Back
score
here.
you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
You know
Noah.
that there's an emphasis on their side.
Come back over
we
here.
know this. We know where we are. But sometimes
Come back over
binds
this
you
way.
up so much that you try too
Oh,
hard. You don't
dear.
get.
He's commando crawling away. Back this way. Back this way. Hello. You're being funny. You're being funny. Mwah. Sit down. Here you go. Now you're back at the start. Now you're back at the start. 14-7, by the way.
The score. A perfect combination of urgency,
Got a chance.
yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Defense has to hold. Got a whole quarter left.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock.
Why didn't you jump, you dumb, idiotic defensive player?
Hold the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
Please?
So one play, and they're already
Maybe?
just shy of
Just
midfield.
once? It'd be really nice. Some kind of blitz getting home would also be nice.
Got an extra time.
Jesus, who's that far advanced in the game?
Shotgun now for Wentz. It's caught by Jackson.
I'm moving
And
up.
he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down. And he has now hit number 500. Charles, that is his 500th NFL career catch.
Definitely worthy of applause, but I remember when 500 meant you were going to the Hall of Fame. Nowadays, in today's football, 500 puts you on the path.
That
A
must have
significant
stung
number.
for you, Miami.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
5 yards from the end zone, the half ends.
And
Must
this
have.
play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38.
Alright, I need this 3rd and 12 to be 4th and 12.
Tougher 3rd down looming.
Come on.
A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you could see the lost yardage about to develop.
Sack!
And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack.
Alright, I'm taking a timeout to save the
Redskins now
clock.
going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be
4
down
minutes
to
and
2
25
remaining
seconds.
as
I
we
need a
step
touchdown. I
aside
got a
here
chance.
in the 4th quarter.
Can't ask for more than that.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as
Oh,
this one's
Lord.
away. And they won't risk defending a return.
That was
here.
an
one's out of
interesting
bounds,
punt.
and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line.
It was good
The
in my
Redskins
favor, but
offense now, they
still
head back
interesting.
onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive.
This Dolphins
When they
D's
scored
actually been
points, It's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And they work this
hard to break down.
Across the 45. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist bump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game.
Sorry?
That's going to go
You have to
as a
stop
loss
buying
of
games off
one
the
on
PS
first
install.
down.
I like the strategy.
Ball's on there, it's
Extra
still
tight
up all
ends,
the time.
extra beef, they want to run the football.
What?
That means they
I just
probably
lost the
wanna run
game.
inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the
Did you
result.
say your file's corrupt off PSN?
Second and 11 now.
Yeah.
Haskins.
How's that?
Complete to Reed.
Happens with every game I buy. You go download it 2 or 3 times because all the files
And he
get
has
corrupted
another
halfway
first
through the
down
download.
as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 38-yard line.
His position, and he's listed as a
Doesn't
tight
matter
end,
on the
but he
game
certainly
either.
doesn't run
Just
like
happens with
one,
all
and
of
that's
them.
what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little
we
game.
need to
2
go off
yards
that.
on the
Losing by
pickup
2.
there. It'll be 2nd and 8. From the 36, Haskins out to the left here to Reed. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a
I got
The Dolphins are
and
definitely a
guess
first
what? It
half
brings up
team.
3rd down.
I got 2 minutes to go.
4th quarter,
Down by
to the
7,
final 2
driving.
minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
I've still got a whole
So it's
quarter to go
Redskin
after this
football
one.
here as we welcome you back. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going.
Yep,
Jordan
and a
Reed
download.
has it.
Hold the ball.
And
Yes,
inside
good.
the
Good
20
job.
before he's brought
Hold the ball.
down.
Thank you for
Tell you what,
holding
he's
on
been
to
able
it.
to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me.
And this is
That's a
taken
touchdown.
in for a Redskins touchdown. Paul Richardson there to make
That's
the
a
grab. As
pending
they can now
extra
tie
point.
the game with the extra point here in the final 2 minutes. Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the
Oh, it's a
posts,
booth
tie it
review.
up, but then their
Okay,
defense
what's
is gonna have
happening
to hold
here?
up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what, I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for 2
Receiver
here,
had possession.
but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance
Perfect.
at all.
Plus, been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch.
Tomorrow.
Touchdown confirmed.
Now it's Hopkins to add the extra
Cool.
point.
Here comes this PAT attempt. And it's good. 14
And
all.
no sweat. He puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th.
Come on, baby.
So this drive spans 7 plays, and the result, a touchdown for Washington. This one tied at 14 now.
Come on,
as he sends
Redskins.
this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll make it
Yeah,
across
there
the
we go.
20, as his guys will set up shop at the
Come
23-yard
on.
line.
Let's do it. Get a
The
pick or
Eagles offense
something.
now, they head back on the field. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play, but if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. Sproles. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. Now Wentz signaling frantically, let's get to the line.
Hey, Jay, you want to do quarterback?
Wentz, a dump off to Sproles.
No, I'm happy with my quarterback.
And he'll go down right around the 47.
Happy with my
this
quarterback.
time.
What's wrong with your quarterback?
Eagles going to take the first
He's
of their
about to get put in the bin
timeouts.
forever.
As they'll stop him with a little
Lamar
over 30
Jackson.
ticks to go in the football game.
What do you do
Come on.
wrong?
So signs of life in what's been a
One
dormant
fucking throw ball to the
offense in
right
this
target at
second
the moment.
half. Here's 1st and 10. To throw is Wentz.
Oh, just got shit receivers.
It's Ertz. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts.
It's well before they were
as
breaking
they get
records and
26
had their
seconds to
good
go in the
overalls.
football game.
Yep.
So they're just running shit routes.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
I mean, shit. Marquise Brown isn't even catching the ball
And
now.
he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now Washington going to use the
I might have
second of
destroyed
their
him
3
because,
timeouts. As the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. They go with Howard again. And that one going nowhere from the start.
I've got 3 players with overall 61, 67, and 72. 2 of them are out for 20 weeks with one with a torn tricep out, one with a broken ankle, and another one's out for 10 weeks with a broken ankle.
Can you go ouch, ouch, and ouch?
What position do they play?
Right tackle, wide receiver, and tight end.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They have a little bit of time.
I might be able to organise a trade.
Not much. A tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you.
Yeah,
I'm going to back up wide receiver. I want to get rid of.
What is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater.
We're going to overtime, gentlemen.
Get to overtime and try and
I went to overtime and
We'll
lost.
see if they do just that. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the
I'm going to the last quarter.
Yes.
I'm finished my game.
Redskins are receiving the kick. Come on.
Got the win sewn up, so I'm just going to go to playing the key moments.
Know that feeling. Oh, wait. I don't know that right now.
So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away.
Overtime. It's all key moments.
This one fielded at the 5. Oh, the spin. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line.
All right, here we go. Let's see if we can run it.
For this next drive, the Redskins offense. Except for their first drive here in overtime.
Streams up if anybody cares.
Really become a factor.
they've had to battle it all day.
Probably will a bit more after this game.
In overtime,
Well, Dan, both me and you have
Turns
been
out my
talking.
game's not over yet.
now the crowd really wants to be involved and help
Sorry.
their team.
Well, Dan, me and you have been both signed to a 3-year
Because
contract
they
with
know
our club.
If this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
Here so far.
Oh.
Second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Paul Richardson there, and it's 3rd down. Coming up on a 3rd and 9. Opening drive of overtime as they
I hate that
Stupid.
warning sometimes.
nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Line didn't hold up, and he goes
I
down.
think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
Oh,
That's about
great.
all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
A last-minute appeal to make a Black Lives Matter protest legal in Sydney has been successful. Well, well done, you idiots.
Call that a punt of
All the hard work
54
we've done with
yards. Well struck. And the offense will take
COVID-19.
over with a new set of downs. Carson
Hey
Wentz
Jay,
and the
remember that
Eagles make
chance
their
of
way
fans
out to
getting in
the
the
field.
sports stadiums this
Stats
year?
on the screen tell
Yeah.
the story. A
Just
great
blew out the
start.
window.
This defense, they've made some good adjustments, though. He's fallen off since.
Have to like what they did at the half, but you also have to like
Sack!
And down
Yes!
he goes. They bring
Sack!
down
Got
Wentz
him.
on the sack.
Come on.
Jonathan
You
Allen
guys are
picks
sacking
up
that,
his
yeah.
second sack of the afternoon.
Come on, baby.
Great job
Let's go.
defensively. I think he was trying to go
Roberts,
through his
man,
progression
this is so
spots and wanted to
bad.
get rid of the football before he knew it. He was on his back.
So that just brings us
You're
right
not
back
happy
to what
with
you said at
Lamar
the beginning.
Jackson.
A great job defensively.
I'm happy with
Nowhere to
Seth
go with
Roberts
the
at the
football.
moment.
That led to the sack.
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation. Would have
2-minute
meant that
warning in
there was an incompletion,
overtime.
they would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync,
Tucker stats
stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Well, this is taken
What?
in. It's complete.
No!
And he makes it
That
all
was
the
a-
way down to 31. A huge play there in overtime. 43 yards.
Tell the truth, partner. You didn't think he was coming down with that one, did you? Come on, tell me the truth.
No, I didn't. I'll tell you what, though. A one-handed grab of that length. Talk about
Hey,
giving your
Rob,
team a
week
little
14.
juice.
I take
Thanks,
on
Nick.
I mean, everyone's going to be excited about that one, whether you're on the field or not.
I don't take on Dane this
It permeates its way
season.
through the entire team, and I can't wait to see what they do
I
in the
haven't even
next
checked
down.
out my schedule.
On 2nd down, it's Howard. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to 3rd down.
Okay, so week 2 you've got the Cardinals. Week 3 you have the team you newly signed with, the Chiefs. Week 4 you have the Browns. Week 5 you have the team we all like to hate and love. Win against the Steelers.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of it.
Week 7 you have the Seahawks, and you have the bye week in week 8. Week 9 you have the Patriots. Week 10 you have the Bengals again. 11 you have the Texans. 12 you have the
Lost 17-14 in overtime. On a bull crap pass over the middle that should have been picked.
We were just treated to an absolute dandy in this one. A great finish in overtime with a long field goal. Everybody including us on the edge of their seats. Quite a game.
Week 11
And it's rare that you get a
week
game
12
into
Rams
overtime, then it doesn't turn out to be a dandy, right?
49ers,
Man
Steelers,
alive.
And just what you were
Jets,
talking
Browns,
about,
and Steelers
a
team.
long field goal to win it. So definitely not a gimme. Team was tension all the way through
Man, that team
until the ball went through the
stunk.
post.
But it did go through the post. Ice water was in his veins.
Did you lose?
Yeah, I lost.
They needed overtime to do it, but they get the week 1.
My line forgot how to block the entire piece of overtime.
Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Mr. Justin needs a wide receiver.
are you ready? Are you ready?
Get ready, dog.
That J is a position I can help out with.
Awesome.
This be the green light, go. Tires burn the pavement. People want to know where Mace, Posse, Dave went. Still here, still in your ear with a style so hot, you'll see where all the sun rays went. Legs on head, all being moved in a frenzy. The blends be all the right cred, meaning credentials. Best of both worlds when we rocking over pearls in the instrumental. Are you ready?
I have 4 quarterbacks.
The rhythm is hard as you can go. Steady, turn it up, giving the show. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about? Space out your mind. But can you rock it like rockets, fool? Close in the counter.
Hang on, 2 quarterbacks, 1 kicker, and a punter. 4 quarterbacks.
When it was time to get it lit, we got it hot like fever. Sick with the talk, pass to your receiver. All about running the spot. And you know we got breath control, so no need to take a breather. Cardio kingpin, subjugate the play. And you know we can't wait to bring spins. A-star quizzes, A+ the final. Vocals we align, we'll move it all simultaneously over joints and rock. We earn 30 years.
There you go, Jay.
Live off the board, unlike you and your chess men. We install doubt in you and your yes men. And if the game had veins, we'll insert upheaval the ground. Cause the adrenaline we blend with the sound is our thing, relieving the kings of all crowns. You ready? Are you set? Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady, to the letter, right? Turn it up, y'all keep the flow. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about? Space out your mind. But can you rock it like rockets, fool? Close in the counter of what kind? Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Turn it up, y'all keep the flow. Are you ready? Set, jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go.
How do I view the trade?
Should be on your things to do screen, shouldn't it?
Should be.
But can you rock it like rocket fuel?
Nah.
Okay, give me a second.
I am a king of the pawn. Hop on a jet across the globe. I guess the road is my home and there's so many mil. Cause bird in my dome and like turbulent air. I'm switching these flows. If you look at my neck, boy, I'm letting it slow. I'm sturdy as hell as a vessel alone. They showing me love in my city. Gangs ain't hippies. Women like think you know what I'm about. I'm not the stereotypes. They do not fit me. I'm bigger than life. Give everyone jobs. I'm not a guard. Go hard with a squad. I'm playing my part. But them LeBron. Rings to the team. I feel Jackson and hard. The homie calling from a cell. A couple of homies be making it. I just want all of them dudes to the well. Not worry about taking a couple of L's. Don't sin for me. Just win for me. Don't kill for me. Just live for me. Keep it real for me. We eat together. Leave the bill for me like. Hand on my heart. I give it all I got. Walk the walk inside the talk. Take it higher, that's a God. Hand on my heart. No, I give it all I got. Walk the walk, talk the talk. Take it higher, that's a God. Never stopping, that's a must. Always winning.
Can Zeke deke again? Hello.
Coach, on the eastern edge of the D.C. metro area in Landover, Maryland. That's where we are situated at FedEx Field. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Dallas Cowboys and the Washington Redskins. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Haskins looking to throw on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. And a quick look at Washington's offense.
The number 4 overall pick in the 2010 draft is left tackle Trent Williams. And oftentimes we talk about a guy of his potential and say just plug him in at left tackle for the next 10 years. But rarely does that work out. In this case, it's been spot on. A 7-time Pro Bowler, he patrols the blind side of all of his quarterbacks.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. The reception good for 7. It's third down. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3.
Oh, there you go, Jay.
Thanks, man.
Haskins on 3rd down.
Both help each other out there.
Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And there's a work of art right there. Out of bounds at the 2-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Now a carry for the big fella. This is Jameis Olawale. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Here's the man who's led the league in rushing twice in 3 seasons, Ezekiel Elliott. Well, we thought these two defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here, a safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's file this play away because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference.
Fielded just inside the 20. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
Go on the team hub, and there's a thing there called My Coach. Spend Coach XP is one of the options on it.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 41.
I'm actually enjoying the coaching mode.
Like NFL season, it's Adrian Peterson. And he's taken down inside the 30. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington.
I wonder what the ownership mode is like.
Make that now 2 runs.
Basically upgrade the stadium and relocate
and it doesn't matter what kind of blocking scheme they're using, gap scheme, power scheme, zone running. They are finding people in those gaps
the club's
and
not doing
moving
well,
them
though. It
and
takes a
creating
hit
nice space for
financially,
their
but it
runners.
is harder.
Holding offense.
Umpire through the flag usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always making sure no one's holding.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away
and
incomplete. He was trying to get it there to Vernon Davis, the tight end, and that'll bring up second down.
Come on, Preston Smith.
Now Haskins to throw on second down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Malik Collins breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes, and just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot it.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5.
Should have caught that, you dum-dum.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position, backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a one-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. Bringing him down there, Jonathan Allen. So a look here at the key inactives, and we got this list before the game down on the field. And they tell us the same thing every time, don't they? Next man up.
No excuses. Be ready to play. That's the mantra of every organization. The key is having guys on the roster who are capable of filling in and playing at a high level. That's when you know you've drafted well, scouted free agents well, and stocked your team just the way you're supposed to.
Now Prescott.
Not that I was expecting to.
Michael Gallup. And they're going to get the first down here as he's up to the 14. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
Mom wouldn't be happy.
On first down, Elliott. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. The numbers for Zeke from last week. 18 carries, 104 yards.
Well, they set a nice tone in week 1. He's among the leading rushers in the league. I think that they continue to feed him the football and continue to establish the running game so they can get the play action and throw the ball deep later on.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
On third down, it's Prescott. That one complete, Elliott. He'll wind up being stopped for no gain, and it'll lead to a fourth down.
That was impressive to me, because while it was a pass play, they still rallied to the football like they were filling running lanes, and they were able to put the receiver on the ground.
Fuck off.
This is taken at about the 14.
Illegal block in the back. Return team.
And that negates a pretty decent punt return.
And the goal is to gain a first down on a punt return, which is 10 yards. This was much more than that, but it is going to come back due to the illegal block in the back.
Now Peterson. He's got a first down past the 30, and he's all the way up to the 39-yard line that time. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? We just saw down that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Defensive end DeMarcus Lawrence applied the heat.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. 3 yards on the pickup there, but they've only got it back to 3rd and 10. So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Here's Haskins to throw. And that is incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place.
The field goal kick again.
1st and 2nd down.
Come on.
And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt.
Yes, it's raining at Green Bay.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punt.
And then to make it more than 3 points here to win.
Doesn't see the field again, so it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Prescott. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. That little arc on it, he's got to find a way to get his head around and make the play on the football.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Connects here with a tight end, Blake Jarwin. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his second week of the regular season. Prescott finding Witten, and they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Prescott. And that's Elliott, complete. Oh, Elliott going to be hit. He coughs it up. Loose football. And the Redskins scoop it. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw nothing.
Opportunistic by the defense. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. Caught on the right side, Reed. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. And as a first-rounder, a lot of eyes on him, a lot of expectations.
And he has to play well in his rookie year. Those days of coddling guys and bringing them along slowly, those days are long gone. When you're drafted in the 1st round, they expect you to play right away. And the community's eyes and fan base, they'll be on you the entire way.
And you take a look at this draft class from a season ago, really it grades out as a pretty darn good class.
So they have to give a lot of credit to the entire scouting organization. General manager, personnel department, college scouts, all came together. They evaluated it very well and got a nice payoff.
Redskins with their first trip to the red zone thus far. This is 1st and goal from about the 8. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Jordan Reed, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on 1st and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left him reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And you know they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like their memory was a little too long there.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. A reminder coming up later tonight, Sunday Night Football, a good one from Atlanta. Eagles and Falcons, 8:20 Eastern. And then tomorrow on Monday Night Football, Odell Beckham back in New York, back in MetLife Stadium. Browns and Jets, 8:15 Eastern on Monday night. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Final play of the half, Prescott. He'll have a first down past the 40.
Let's go! Let's go!
So we've reached halftime here in DC. And now due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the 2nd half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded at the 2. A marker down. He does get it up past the 25. Will it hold? Let's see.
Face mask. Defense.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
This is Elliott. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Cowboy first down. For Zeke, what a first 3 years he's had in the NFL. Last year, his 2nd rushing title, 1,434 yards. Not as many as 1,631 that he had as a rookie, but still his yards per game average was the best in the National Football League. Run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Elliott. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Hey, man. Sorry.
Speed is the hallmark of today's
I got a call.
NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still
Dean had
having
to
your
leave to do
linebackers
something.
at the edge.
Dash.
Okay.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott. That's complete to Cobb.
I got a 9-0 lead in the 3rd quarter against the Cowboys.
Nice.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
My defense is just doing well.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. He's got the connection to Cooper. And they will rally and stop him short of the first down. They get him to the ground at the 26.
Hey, what are you doing? What are you doing? No. Get out of my cables. You naughty boy. Ugh, thank you. Goodbye. Thought I'd blocked it enough with my bag. Apparently not.
What I need you to do.
They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
Need you to do what?
I need them to do something.
Brett Maher now for the Cowboy field goal. On the right hash, it's a 43-yard attempt. Oh, they get to the football.
Block the kick. Block the kick.
It's picked up. A live ball here, remember.
Yes.
When that ball was snapped, they were counting on it
I
being
blocked the kick.
possession game. Instead, the block occurs. That changes the whole mindset for them. And if you're the guys
What's
who
up,
just
bud?
blocked it, you're floating off the field right now. Big-time play.
Yeah,
Go for
big-time
it.
play. Could have been a 1-score game. Instead, it stays 2 scores. So here's the Redskins offense now as they get set to start this 3rd quarter. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case,
that dude got nailed.
Because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control.
You just said, yeah, you're going to run? You're going to pay for it.
Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game.
You want to run?
Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see what the offense gets done.
You're going to get run. You're going to get hit, I mean.
Go. Switch.
Back to the ground. This time it's Peterson. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
3rd quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Third down. Here's Haskins. And this is caught, but I don't think he stayed in bounds. No, he didn't. It's incomplete. The throw took him past the boundary, and it's 4th.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. And that will
oh
hit
my
and continue
goodness.
on
Punt
out of
at the
bounds.
1. Wow. Punt went out at the 1. I already have 1 safety to my name today. My punter has been the most valuable player on my team today. He's done the 1, the 2, the 3, and the 6 on his punts.
Thrown that out there any better. When the ball hit the ground, I thought it might go into the end zone.
That
the way
was
it was
unreal.
angling, but perfectly jutting out at the 1.
You think maybe what we saw in practice came into play there? You know, he put those big cans down on the sideline and angled for him and shot for him. Looks like it worked out pretty well for him, too.
Come on, baby. QB contain for the safety.
For this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10.
Nope.
Pretty nice
got
work
it to the
defensively
3.
there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple.
Possibly no safety now.
Matthew Ioannidis. Again, it's Elliott. Well, that gives him a little room, but not much. A gain of 2 to the 5. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
No, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on third down to keep the drive going. And he gets it up to the 10-yard line here.
4th and 1.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, I feel like he's one of them, and it really embraces him.
Back away. Oh no, that is like not good.
Doesn't let it bounce. He takes it at
What
the
happened?
2.
The dude just punted it. Oh, hey, what are you doing? Get away from that.
Before they can get the punt away, whistles,
that is not yours.
We've come to the end of the
This is yours. Thank you.
Watching the NFL on EA Sports.
He was like 2 seconds away from pushing the eject button on my PlayStation.
Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but
like,
maybe you start
no,
thinking
you don't.
about playing keep away.
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. The Redskins have the first down on a pickup of 18.
All right, I don't want to get too poetic here where they talk about, the eyes being the windows of the soul. You know what else the eyes do? They see the open spaces on a field, and those eyes carry your legs to those spots, and that's what happened on that play. He saw an opening and went and got it.
Well, he really hasn't ran the ball all game. 4th quarter here, need a big play, able to pick it up. So whatever the eyes saw and created, it worked. First down, here's a run with Peterson. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Mark 55, Mark 55.
On 2nd and 11 now. Haskins. That's going to be caught by Richardson. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage.
I have gotten a
after the
touchdown
catch.
this
But
game.
in this situation, the defense was effective,
But
able to stop him before he could
they've
get
gotten
the
nothing.
going.
So
The Redskins on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this
come
one
on,
out.
Trustway, do it again. Oh, it's going out at the 1 again.
Before they can get a return going. We're certainly not going to see a better punt than that.
Oh,
definitely
goodness, this guy is good.
It comes out to the 20,
I swear the punter's got to be 90 rated or something. No, do not touch that. Man, you are a fun one to keep corralled. Can't wait till Mom gets home.
What's she doing?
She's shopping at Target right at the moment. Which is okay. No problems or nothing.
Last year, Dak Prescott had 3 fourth-quarter comebacks, and he's in search of another one right now. They start on the ground with Elliott. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Back near his goal line, it's Prescott. This to Jarwin. And they work this out past the 25. 23 yards the pickup there. Even though this offense doesn't have a single point to its name, they're not totally out of this game yet. A touchdown here, they could be in business.
And how about that last play? Now they've got momentum going, so you know I'm a big advocate. Get back on the line of scrimmage. Throw another play at them while you've got them rocked on their heels.
Okay, that's some big chunks of yardage in a hurry.
2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's 2nd down.
2 yards on the screenplay. Oh, take that after those chunk yards.
No doubt. And I remember something Coach Madden used to talk about all the time. Sometimes you can't just take what the defense gives you. You have to take what you need. And in this case, the offense is taking what the defense is giving them, not what they need.
Now this throw caught left side.
Okay.
28 yards there and give him a 1st down.
28-yard reception. This is going to end in the end zone.
Looking back to Cooper's numbers from last year after that trade, he ended up playing 9 games with the Cowboys in 2018. 725 yards, 6 scores. Also had the 100-yard game in the playoffs against the Rams. And if you add up the numbers between the 2 teams last year, he was over 1,000 for the 3rd time in 4 NFL seasons. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line.
They are taking a lot of time on this.
So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. And this is caught now for a late touchdown.
Yep.
So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
They got the touchdown.
Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having
that
a chance
block kick
at all.
is looming really large at this
And your
point.
flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away.
Got to make a 1st down or 2.
This will be fielded at the 8. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard.
Noah, what are you doing? You're getting out of my sight too much is what you're doing. Alrighty, you come back over here. I'm going to try and get this game.
A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a 1st down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Here's Peterson as they begin on the ground.
Timeout number 1.
The Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Check 26, check 26.
They run again with Peterson.
1st
And
down.
up to the 43-yard line. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
SOS, SOS, SOS. Check 30.
Here's Peterson. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The Redskins, they can smell victory now. They take a knee. Good bounce back win. They take the knee. Can't stop the clock defensively. Tough
9-7 win.
1-1.
Shows that they handled things really well. A lot of teams panic after a week 1 loss, and they start to think that the sky is falling. This team realizes there's a long season, and they feel very talented, and they get it done in this one.
Gosh,
Ready to advance my week. Come on, sir.
So sucks.
Did you win or lose?
9-7 win.
Nice.
But man, when your punter is the best person on the team, and you win by a safety because the punter punted them out at the 1-yard line.
And that almost like opened up a time capsule, didn't it? Old school football, low scoring, close game. What a way to finish it up.
You loved it, didn't you?
I
loved
did.
the defense.
I certainly did. Brought back the images
What is this
of
way?
the game of old.
It ain't pretty.
So for the Redskins, they make amends for
I
their
won
week
12,
1 loss by
12,
winning
10.
their home opener. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile,
9-7.
Dallas, they will fall to 1-1.
I
And
know
they'll
it
get a
ain't
chance
pretty.
to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk
Dak
to you next
Prescott
time.
had a
So long, everybody.
94.1 completion percentage and lost. Noah, stop. Oh, that's not good. Was that in your mouth?
What's not good?
Oh, goodness. Don't put that in your mouth, buddy. Let it go. Noah. No. Stay away from my place.
I put it on the line like I ain't selfish now. The story flip if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest. Tupac in imprisonment, claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. But any currency, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within, I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge, bet it's best you soak it in. I'm a prophet to them scholars, got them chakras opening. Got them fixing up they actors, now they truly focused in. I'm seeing 2020 visions. Daily manifesting on my premonitions. Best to keep it neutral, got my own religion. The brainwash gotta make your own decision. My word is James Bond, I stay on a mission. Coming for the top position, ain't no competition, man. Pull up in the top is missing, the opposition ain't. All that lane switching, this is what the game is. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial, do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial, do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know.
about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get about the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains. I score up in the end zone, do my dance all on a hater. A mover in the
I
shade,
hope
you
COVID-19 doesn't fuck because
championships. All my records go hard, this a champion hit. I've been working for this moment like I've been in the gym. Jumping all over hurdles, I'm evading the pit. Hit to here with anybody, take them, I can shake them. I invite them to the fire, then I bake them, I'ma break them. I'm a Hall of Fame legend, they should go and hang my jersey. Made to put in work, I don't think they really heard me like. Move the chains, I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get about the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains. Ain't no stopping me, ain't no topping me. I am up, #1 seed, ain't nobody popping up. Got a squad of gorillas from the jungle suited up. You kicking off against me, hope you ready, get it up. I be booted up, popping out a sprinter or a truck. Whole team chasing bags while they chasing us. Calling audible, I read the game, I think it's time to switch. You get hit, if I miss, then my teammates got the blitz, yeah. Move the chains, I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get about the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pound. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left touch.
I'm gonna jump off a little while.
Okay.
I'll catch you later. Have a good one, man.
See you,
Store got locks, I got some trusted shoes. 10K on the countertop, don't look so shocked, it's nothing new. Death comes in threes, wins come in twos, cash comes in ones. Throw it up, celebrate some news. I do a good job, pull up and pop out and pull off. Head on and hood on, pedal to metal. When I put my foot on, I got to put on. I got a bad one, they want to keep me. Oh, that's a good one. Pockets are dense, I think my bread is hard as a crouton. Receipts in my pocket don't come with a coupon. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pound. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Touchdown, 8th floor, come down, hotel, lobby. Receptionist, what now? 11 a.m., check out. Might give her one foul, just to tell her it's one now. How come? I need rest, no recess in my schedule. Mama used to serve vegetables, now half the meals got tentacles. Half the Emirates need a reservation and half my money goes straight to taxes. But I don't trip about it, that's what happens when you got dreams closer than a match. And plus all your boys got expensive habits. So I know what they're thinking, they don't even gotta say it. No, they thinking they just made it. I know how to make everybody feel famous. I don't gotta work no day shift. I don't gotta split no payment. I don't gotta answer questions. And I don't need you to okay it. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pound. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown.
They took it to 10.